Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I had to delete my last video because of editing issues, so my bad. So I thought today I'll just introduce the new type of videos I'm going to do to this channel. This is going to be self-explanatory. We're going to read some urban legends today, but not just any urban legends. All these urban legends either have something to do with school or it's told through children because, you know, back to school season. And we're gonna start with the back to school one because whether or not you're starting online or you're going to school, you're going back to school. Might as well make you scared. This first urban legend is called Hanako-san, or Hanako of the toilet. The least creepy ghost on this list, Hanako, is the spirit of a young girl that is said to haunt girls' bathrooms in schools. She specifically always haunts the third stall. There are many tales on how she became to spending her afterlife in the toilet. Some say she was killed during an air raid during World War II. Others say she was murdered by her parents or killed herself in the bathroom. Regardless of how she got there, she doesn't seem to be angry about it. In most legends, she is a benign ghost. If you want to see her, you have to go to the third stall in the girls' bathroom, preferably on the third floor if there is one, and knock on the door 3 times and ask, "Are you there, Hanako-san?" The asker will then hear a voice say, "I'm here." If you enter the stall after the ghost replies, you will see a little girl with bobbed hair wearing a red skirt, or in alternate versions of the story, you might see a white or bloody hand reaching out of the toilet. This one's always spooked me a little bit because it's like, they never talk about what happens if you go in. You just open it and you see the ghost. What happens? I mean, does she kill you or... Yeah, so this one, I have no idea what it is. It's called, I want to say Akamanto, but I guarantee that's not right. It's called the Red Cloak in English, so I've never heard of this one. Staying in the ever popular creepy bathroom theme, great. Akamanto is another toilet ghost. He can appear in any public bathroom, not just school bathrooms, and he is usually found in the last stall. Akamanto appears as a masked spirit wearing a red cloak. But if you see him, it's already too late. You know if your stall is haunted by Akamanto if you hear a voice asking you, red paper or blue paper, or you're sitting on the toilet. If for some strange reason you decide to speak back to the voice, the only safe answer is no paper. If you say red paper, Akamanto will appear and kill you in a gruesome fashion, which will result in you being covered in your own blood. If you say blue paper, you will be strangled, turning your face blue. If you decide to be a wise butt and ask for a different color paper, Akamanto will drag you into the underworld. In addition to saying no paper, the other safe choice is to ignore the spirit's question, or just never go in public restrooms again. This one I have heard of before, and I guarantee you is probably going to scare you. So, I don't know how to say it. Kuchisaki, I think it's Kuchisaki Onna, or the slit-mouthed woman. Kuchisaki Onna is a vengeful spirit that doesn't just wait for you in bathrooms. People encounter her on the street, and actual police reports have been made found out about her chasing children. Legend has it that Kasuchi, I'm not gonna try it, was a beautiful woman who was once married to a samurai. After she cheated on him, her husband cut her mouth into a Glasgow smile, like the Joker, and she bled to death. Now, she appears as a woman wearing a surgical mask, a common practice in Asia, and carrying a long pair of scissors. She will ask you, "Do you think I'm pretty?" If you say yes, she will use her scissors to cut your mouth to look like hers, because if you think she's so pretty, why wouldn't you want to look like her? But if you say no, she will cut you in half with her scissors. If you just try to run away, she will appear in front of you no matter which way you turn. It is rumored that the only way to escape her is to confuse her so that she gives you a moment to run. Some say you can do this by asking her, "Do you think I'm beautiful?" or answering by, "You're average." Other legends say you can throw candy at her feet and run when she bends to pick it up. But some versions warn you that even if you escape her, she will hunt you down and kill you. Terrifying, especially because we're in the middle of a pandemic. This one is called the Dream School. We've all had that nightmare about school, but if you remember the story I'm about to tell you for more than a week, you might find yourself stuck in it forever. The story goes that a boy named Kay was having a dream about a strange school. He was walking through the school at night when everything was dark and empty. He heard footsteps echoing through the hall, and none of the doors or windows would open. The hallways were an endless loop that always brought him back to the same spot no matter what direction he went in. As he passed the music room after wandering for a while, he started to hear the ticking of a clock. King, Kong, King, Kong. He heard the sound of heavy footsteps chasing him. Depending on the version of the story, he either found a key in the teacher's lounge that had the number 108 on it, so he just ran from the footsteps and found the door to the classroom 108 that was the only one open. When he opened the door to 108, he saw a horrifying scene. A creature made from limbs, torsos, and heads of students was hobbling around in a gruesome dance. Kay was trapped in a dream, and he still wanders that haunted school in his mind. That's terrifying. I've never heard that one before. Oh my god. Okay, this last one I have not heard of before either. So, yeah. It's called The Cow's Head. This story is the hardest to tell because nobody actually knows what it is. Legend has it that a school teacher was taking his class on a field trip to keep their attention on the bus. He decided to tell horror stories. He decided to tell the story of the cow's head. His eyes glazed over and his students listened in horror to the unspeakable things he was saying. They screamed and cried for him to stop, but in days he couldn't hear them. The teacher blacked out. When he woke up, the school bus was in a ditch. The driver had passed out and the students were twitching and foaming at the mouth. Some say that the story of the cow's head has been around for hundreds of years, and it had so much horrible effect on readers that it's almost every copy of it was burned. We'll never know what was so terrible about it, but if anyone tries to tell you the story, stop them before it's too late. That's creepy, and you don't even know what it was about. Ugh. So yeah, those were 5 scary Japanese back-to-school urban legends. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. I post this and true crime content whenever I feel like it. So, at least once a week is my goal. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Bye!